Hi, I'm Mary, an American living in Poland. I've been living in Poland for over a decade, and I love to show people how beautiful and affordable Poland is as a travel destination. There are incredible places that you can visit when you come, because Poland is one of Europe's top destinations for travel, and Poles are the kings and queens of good hospitality. Poland is rich in culture, foodie things, and they have the experiences that you want in a European vacation. So come along with me, American in Poland, on a journey through this fascinating country and learn about its history, its impact on the world, and the best places to visit. I have my luggage out and I am so excited because at 7 a.m. we're jumping in the car and we're driving from Warsaw down to Krakow, which should be about 3 hours, which should get us there around 10. And we are going to be starting our Podhale adventure. And here is Moxie, our cutest cat ever, and she's wearing her Podhale little scarf because we are in Podhale mode right now. And we would like to share some really important tips if you are planning a trip down specifically to Podhale. And let's get into it, Moxie. Here we go. If you're like me and a lot of other travelers, the first place you're going to head online to is probably someplace like TripAdvisor or Booking, or you just type in things to do in Krakow. And usually they'll have tours for you to go see Auschwitz, but they also have a really cool tour package where you can see all of Krakow first. Then they will take you down to Zakopane, which is a beautiful mountain town. Of course, you can go click up here and you can see Kinga and myself talk to you about what to do when you visit Zakopane and what you can buy. Not only should you be able to go to Zakopane on these trips from Krakow, but also to Morskie Oko. And also, as if there isn't any more things you could do, because there's plenty. They recommend that you should go to a therma bath place. I have been to these. They are wonderful. Getting to Podhale, getting to Zakopane, getting to Krakow. Usually people from abroad, they are going to be flying into either Krakow or to Warsaw. And I recommend either one. It doesn't really matter. It's all up to you and like what you're planning to do with your travel. If you happen to fly into Warsaw, I highly recommend that you somehow manage to get your flights to line up with getting a train from the central station in Warsaw down to Krakow. And then from Krakow, they have a lot of cool options for you to spend the night, see some sights, and then head down to Zakopane. Now let's talk about that you flew into Krakow. And there's a lot of great options and connections for you to get from the airport into the center of Krakow. I highly recommend, if you want to do more of a cheaper option, to get to Zakopane, to get to Morskie Oko, is of course to buy everything online before you get to Poland. I myself, if I'm going to spend money on bus fare, I would prefer to go with something like Flixbus. Just trust me. If you happen to rent a car in Poland, that is also a really good option. I really though would recommend watching my Nowy Targ and my Zakopane videos, because I talk about the traffic and the parking. It's like a real deal. I already pre-filmed something, but I wanted to talk about what it's like going to Wawel Castle, because on this particular trip, we're gonna take you to Wawel Castle as a part of our tour to Podhale. We're gonna start in Krakow officially, do some touring, then we're gonna head into the mountains there in Podhale near Nowy Targ. And then we'll be going to Morskie Oko, showing you the whole experience from the parking to getting there, to seeing the beauty, even seeing the tourists that are going to be there in July, because that's something that you may or may not see when you're looking at these videos. Okay, so let's say you have booked your tickets to Krakow, you've gone on TripAdvisor, you've gotten all your accommodations taken care of, and now it's time for you to decide what you're going to do. Probably you're going to want to go see Wawel Castle, and I would like to really help you out and how you can do that in an affordable way that you will have the best possible time ever. So I was going to present to you lovely people coming from abroad 2 options for visiting Wawel Castle. Number 1, maybe you want like total low maintenance and letting somebody else doing the driving, so to speak, and they've got all the information and they are just going to like take you where you need to be taken, show you what you need to be shown, and just enjoy because you're on vacation. That option, I would say the best for you to do is actually to go on TripAdvisor. They have some really great bundles, and finding an English guide that can take you to both the Wawel Cathedral and the Wawel Castle would be the best bang for your buck. And also make sure you try to get that done before you fly over to Poland, so you're not having to like stress about it and it's already taken care of. Option number 2, I really suggest that if you're on a budget and you want more freedom, like you want to like see everything on your time schedule and you don't want to have to be in a big group of strangers, you want to just, you know, do things yourself, I totally respect that. Just do you. If you go with this option that I'm presenting, which is the audio guide option, you will not be disappointed. It's like 14 zlotys to get an audio guide to go into the cathedral, plus you need to pay for your ticket, and it's totally worth it because you listen to the audio guide and you take your sweet time. Hey, you paid to come all the way to Poland. You worked hard for this. So you take your time and look at all the Polish kings and queens and famous people that marked history both in Poland and abroad, and you just look at everything. And then just know that if you do the audio guide version, you've got to also, of course, give back the audio guide and then go pick up another audio guide and your ticket to go into the Wawel Castle. I know I did a ton of talking, a ton of tips in this video. So the next time you see myself, it'll be picking up Natalia and then we're hitting the road together. So, dobranoc.
Good morning, American in Poland.
Are you ready for some adventures?
Oh yeah, I am.
Okay.
I'm ready 100%.
I'm sorry I'm late, but we have a nice breakfast in here for
Thank you. You're not late. You're fashionably arriving 3 minutes after 7.
Okay.
It's okay.
Let's get out of here. Go.
Yes.
Okay, I packed breakfast, sandwiches, and coffee.
Oh, thank you.
So
This is amazing. 1 hour to go. We're on the road. Everything's perfect, and yeah, it was worth it to get up so early and barely functioning in the morning. We will be in Krakow around 10 a.m. and the whole day will be ahead of us. If you are also coming to Krakow, you should consider getting there as early as possible. There are a lot of nice cafes to have a second breakfast and to have your coffee and grab a coffee to go and just walk. This is actually what we are going to do before our Wawel Castle.
Like, we're actually here at like 9:45. That's not bad, and that has a lot to do with the fact that they just updated the road and we didn't have to go into some small village. It's just reality. They have fixed it. I've been here in Poland over a decade, and this is the first time ever I've gotten to Krakow in lightning speed. Now we're gonna go try to find parking, and let's get into it.
Right, guys, that's it. We're officially in Krakow.
So let's park this car.
Yeah.
We have parking favor, by the way.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
We went on this little side road and then somebody was pulling out and we pulled in and we're here for the rest of the day.
Ready, steady, go.
All right, so we just paid for parking.
By the way, just to let you know, the parking, I should say, starts from 10 a.m. till 8 p.m. right now.
That's right.
In this year. So just be aware of that. It was about 57 zlotys, but worth every zloty, because let me tell you what, we're about 5 minutes away from that castle, and we've got parking for the whole day for the city, and we don't have to worry about anything because we're on vacation.
That's right.
So first order of business, coffee.
Yeah.
Second breakfast. Second breakfast. Yeah. And we've got lots of options. So let's go get some coffee. We're here!
Hey!
And we are like ready to go. We just found, really, across the street, you've got at least 3 or 4 places that you can grab a coffee, whatever, for your second breakfast on either side of Wawel. Going towards the Renek or going away from the Wawel, you've got some coffee options. So now we're going to walk up to the Majesty of Wawel, and we're going to get ourselves into the cathedral because we already have our tickets and we have peace, and we're going to go enjoy that cathedral, and we're taking you along with us. Okay, so to start our Wawel expedition today, I wanted to let you all know that the whole complex that Wawel Castle is upon, and the cathedral and all the other buildings, is called Wawel Hill. Originally, around the year 1000, the cathedral was built, and then Wawel Castle was built in the second half of the 11th century, and it was the royal residency of the Polish kings up until the 17th century. Why? Good question. Let me tell you. So the story goes like this. So Poland used to elect kings, and in 1587 they elected a king from Sweden named Zygmunt III Vasa, and he lived in the Krakow Wawel Castle for about 8 years, but then there was a fire. And I'm not going to go into this fire, but let's just say there was a fire and Wawel was pretty damaged. So this was kind of an incentive for him to figure out what he wanted to do. And instead of, I guess, of doing remodeling to Wawel Castle, he decided just to move the entire capital to a different location. And he chose Warsaw. So that's why today the capital isn't in Krakow, it is in Warsaw, and it was due to this situation. And I'm sure that somebody could have moved it back to Krakow at some point, but I guess they just decided throughout the years to keep it there in Warsaw. And there is the ye old line to get in. Not bad, not bad. It could be longer, but thankfully I think people are buying online.
Yes, we are prepared.
So we're gonna go find where to pick up our headset to go into the cathedral because we're officially here. The ticket that we got off of the cathedral website states that you can use it any time of the day. You don't have like a set time like you do for the Wawel Castle. So let's go get our headsets, finish our coffee, and head inside. Look for this place to pick up your audio guide for the cathedral only if you took care of everything in advance online. Of course, you can also come here to pay in person if need be. Are you ready?
I am. I have my audio guide.
Audio guide?
Yes.
Is it talking to you?
No, not yet. It's supposed to be turned on automatically.
Automatically.
Depends where exactly we are, you know. So it's very high tech. Very high tech.
Okay, from this point on, I'm fading to black, and you will find out why later.
We're supposed to go in here?
So obviously this is a place where we can film. So you're not supposed to take pictures and film when you're inside the cathedral. We're just gonna obey it. Okay. So what do you think about your first time?
Oh, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's so like royal at every step that you're taking. There's gold everywhere. There's ancient paintings that were done like in I don't know what year was it?
I don't remember that.
13th century.
I remember the Dutch tapestries.
Yes.
Those, like, just they're up more by the high altar.
Yeah.
And they were done, I think, around the 1300s or something like that.
That's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Actually. Yeah. So it's beautiful.
Unbelievable.
And also you can take a walk up to the Zygmunt's bell, this huge bell, and as a reward, you know what? You have seen this. This is the view over the Krakow old town, and it's so beautiful. It's just gorgeous.
We love it. We recommend it. You will not be disappointed, and you do need to be physically fit. And I showed you these steps on purpose. Wear Adidas,
Yes,
Nikes, whatever. You will thank us later. Let's head back downstairs because we have so much more to show you. Apparently, if you touch this, you get some good luck or something. But we don't need good luck because we have favor. Even
That's
parking,
right.
even parking favor. We take it everywhere we go. Now let's go.
This is the exit, so let's go. Oh wow, this it was magnificent. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm under a lot of emotions right now, and being able to see all the tombs and putting all the historical pieces up together. It's beautiful. You gotta see this.
Hello, can you hear me? It's very typical that we don't have air conditioning. So sorry that we look like a hot mess, but we're so cute. So now we're gonna return these lovely headsets, which were really good quality actually.
Yes, and the recordings, perfect.
Perfection.
Yes.
To Wawel Castle, the interiors. So we chose the ticket that takes you to the gardens in 1 and 2. So you can just go on their website, see it for yourself. They have other parts of the castle that you can see, even access to the dragon's lair, but we're not into that, so no. So anyways, let's go ahead, take this back, and we'll take you to Wawel. Here we go. For sure, we recommend buying your tickets in advance so that you can choose the best date and time for your visit. Concerning food in the castle, once you get going in your tour, it's really hard to break away and find a place to get a snack or a meal or something to drink. There's a museum gift shop, but it only has souvenirs and nothing to eat or drink. So going through Wawel, regardless if you choose option 1, low maintenance, or option 2, DIY, it's going to take some time. It's going to rack up steps and burn lots of calories. So a travel hack for those of you already planning your trip here would be to get your tickets for after breakfast or after lunch so that you have plenty of energy to see everything. I'm so glad that we chose the DIY option because you can take your time to really look at everything. The audio guide gives you just enough information and then turns on when you move from place to place. As you see, the tourists are carefully guided from room to room, learning about the collection of tapestries, furniture, paintings, and decorations adorning this section of the castle. Plus, the audio guide is dishing out incredible historical information about Wawel. A guide would also be a great investment as well, but with the audio guide, you do kind of have a little bit more freedom to move at your own pace. I thought this room was intriguing because it's the king's bedroom. It's very large with this late Renaissance English canopy bed in the middle next to that decorated chimney piece, which dates back to the 16th century. Compared to what I've seen in the palace in Warsaw or the palace in Versailles, it wasn't as regal as I thought it would be, but it was still very impressive. I don't recall singing this collection before, but I am so glad that I had the opportunity to go through and just take my time to look at everything. I am personally calling this the Royal Hospitality Collection. I have a feeling that what we see on display is just the tip of the iceberg. Being the head of state required hosting a plethora of events and displaying power and wealth to your guests and foreign dignitaries. Just going through 2 rooms full of porcelain, silver and goldware, and service collections on display, it was blowing my mind. Poles are the kings and queens of hospitality, and even their Polish monarchs spared no expense serving up delicious meals on these very dishes. These tapestries are my absolute favorite thing to see when I come to Wawel. They have the symbols of both Poland and Lithuania, the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, which began July 1st, 1569. This is a time when Poland was one of the largest countries in Europe, and it was extremely multiculti. It had not just Poles and Lithuanians, but Jews, Ruthenians, Tartars, Germans, and so many more people that lived in these lands. The next room that we want to show you is the throne room, and it has a very unique feature: the ceiling. Above the Polish king and those who stood in his presence before this very throne were little heads that were individually carved to look like normal people, right above their heads, looking down on them. There were originally about 200 of these. Obviously, this castle has been through some events over the centuries, so some spaces are missing a head, but we can see what we can see, and it's very interesting. It made this room very entertaining for sure.
I don't know if you can hear us so well because we don't have our little microphones on, but we, of course, were in Prague together, and we saw their throne room, which was really long and elegant. Their Czech style. So comparing apples to apples, what do you think about this Polish throne room?
They said on our audio guide, this throne room, it is most decorated of the almost whole palace.
Wow.
It's really nice. It's really, just look at those wall hangings, one behind us, and those, there are so many of them, and bigger ones, smaller ones, the paint is on the wall, and of course heads up the ceiling.
Those were really weird.
Yes, it's weird.
They're looking at you
and
from every part of Poland. You better be doing right, you leaders.
Exactly.
Oh, and Lithuania, because they're like the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. So you better be doing good, leaders, because all these heads are looking at you.
Actually good that this was a throne room, not a bedroom, because I wouldn't be able personally to fall asleep when 30 heads up in the ceiling were looking at me, down at me. So no, it wouldn't be a great idea. But actually the idea with those heads, it was the king and queen's idea to put those up at the ceiling. Yeah, so very interesting choice, but they were doing something. they had a vision.
It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's wrap this up and head to the next place.
So after passing through several other beautiful and ornate rooms, we've come into another throne room, which hosted the various leaders and authorities of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. You could just imagine what it would look like to have senators, businessmen, elegantly dressed people, officials, the king's entourage, filling this place from top to bottom. The audio guide even mentioned that at one time, there was a very special wedding event that took place in this room. And all I have to say is, excellent choice of venue. I bet the dancing was amazing. Okay, we're out of here. The ticket we chose was for Castle 1 and 2, and it came with access to the royal gardens. I love this garden. It's so beautiful. Of course, it's not as big as the one in Warsaw at the Wilanów Palace, but you know what? For this castle, it's just right. We are pretty famished after walking, I think, about a bazillion steps, so we're going to take you with us to finish up the vlog at one of my favorite restaurants in Kraków. We're taking you to a real Podhale restaurant, and this is going to help kickstart us off for our next episode. Okay, so we just finished up at Wawel. You can see that we're a little bit shiny.
Yes,
It's
and
a little bit shiny.
natural glow, okay?
Natural glow of tourist shininess.
Yeah.
Because, well, it's hot outside. We did about 10,000 just walking around Wawel and then walking like around the perimeter of Wawel. That's a good 10,000 steps right there, which means it's time to have some Podhale food in one of my favorite restaurants, Morskie Oko. If you go into my other Krakow video, I think it's like the 8 best places that you can visit. And I recommend this place because they have hearty portions. They have real góralski music and live music even sometimes.
Yes, yes.
And the people are so super nice and the prices are nice too. And I really like this atmosphere. It's like something very special. This Podhale Małopolski culture. It's really unique. So if you're going to fly all the way over to Poland, you got to find this place. So, my dear, I think it's time to end
Yes.
this beautiful vlog, and we hope that you've enjoyed all the tips from Natalia. We're so
And
glad,
Mary.
and me, and I'm so glad that we had you back on the program again. And
Oh, yeah, me
we're
too.
we're going to be driving up to our friend Monica's, like we talked about, and then the next one that you'll see, next American Poland, I should say, will be at Morskie, the real Morskie Oko. So we're at the restaurant, but now we're going to take you to the actual place that it's named after, and make sure that you hit that subscribe button.
Oh, yeah.
Follow us on social media, TikTok, whatever. We're waiting for you with lots of tips and ideas for making your travel to Poland amazing. So without further ado, we're going to go and have ourselves some góralskie jedzenia. And we say, do widzenia.
See you in the next vlog.
See you. All right, coffee to go, baby.
Yes.
And dude, why are you meowing on American and Poland?
Interesting.
That's a shout out for all you cat lovers out there, for all you Moxie lovers.
Exactly, that was I was gonna say.
If you're part of the Moxie fan club, he must be part of the Moxie fan club.
Yeah.
I mean, fishies. They're safe for now, but watch out because Sunday's coming.